What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Planet Hulk issue number 3. What we have seen most recently is Cho and Tala. They are doing their best efforts to try and save Tala's little brother. The little brother and Tala, they are both the grandchildren of Amadeus Cho, most recently being turned down by Bruce Banner for help. They turn to the one that might help them. They turn to She-Hulk. Now, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we are picking up with Cho and his granddaughter. They are currently making their way down the lava river. They are headed towards Sky City. While Amadeus has been trying to get in communication with Sky City with She-Hulk all of this time, what he doesn't know is that she is hooked up to Sky City. They are draining her of her power, but they want to keep this all hidden from Amadeus. As the two make their way down here, they have a conversation, with Tala saying that there was never anybody around to teach her what it is to be a Hulk, to teach her anything that Amadeus knows these days. That she has been left stranded on her own to figure it all out. Now, Amadeus does let her know that she is probably better off without him, because for a long time he tried. He tried to fix everything. He is green because he tried to fix the Hulk. He took his gamma powers thinking that he would know how to use them. 1,000 years younger than he is now, and he feels as if he didn't learn anything from that. So here on Sakaar, he began to spread the green around. He thought it might help the people endure just a little bit more, that maybe fewer people would die. But he sees now that it has only made them a target by people like the High Priestess, going on to say that he has made some of these through science, others through love. But Cho is in fact his true granddaughter. This is when Tala says that Cho has never asked for her name, but he doesn't want to know. He has so many names that he has remembered, those that he has loved and lost. He refuses to add another name to that list. This is when they get attacked by a sentinel. Catching them by surprise, it comes in from the air. Grabbing hold of Cho, it is about ready to skin him alive. But that is when Haarg comes in with his battle axe and he lays this sentinel down. As they hop on the beast and they head off to Sky City, we learn that Haarg is out here just trying to help anybody that might need saving. He saves them and brings them to Sky City. Landing in Sky City, Amadeus immediately goes to talk to She-Hulk. What he finds is her hooked up to this contraption. She has been hooked up here for 83 years. And while the people, they try to say that this is all of her own doing, that she chose to do this to save Sky City. When Amadeus fills her in on everything going on, she disconnects herself and the city goes falling into the sea. No longer being Sky City, but it is an island. The people of Sky City asking how will they defend themselves. She-Hulk lets them know that they have left these people down on the ground, left for too long. Alone, scared, running for their lives, Sky City did nothing to help them. But She-Hulk says that they are an island, that they can hold their own ground at least for the time being, at least until She-Hulk can return. That is what brings us to where all the little children are being held. Not taking long at all, we see She-Hulk come in and she starts demolishing everything, breaking the children free. It doesn't take long for these post-apocalyptic style sentinels to come in and start blasting her. As they rescue all the children, this is when we see Vinkira, the High Priestess. Because they weren't experimenting on these children. They weren't studying them, none of that. The children had been bait. It baited in Amadeus, with him not being powerful enough. They waited for another. They were hoping for the Green Scar, but instead, they brought She-Hulk, which the High Priestess will more than happily take. Having a weapon that can grab hold of her, they grab She-Hulk and we see her dragged off, with Amadeus taking a heavy hit. Being knocked down to the ground, we learn that the High Priestess was a Shadow Priest. She is part of the group of individuals that the Green Scar, She-Hulk, and Amadeus all saved all those years ago. She was at the Battle of the Steeps, when the last Shadow Elder stood against the 5th Imperium. She does what she does now, because she saw what the Hulks can do. Standing against the power and the fury of them, nothing matters. 10,000 Imperial soldiers died that day. They may have been her enemy, but they were flesh and blood just like her, not monsters like the Hulks. And while Amadeus says that they didn't kill all those people, that the 5th Imperium bombed the whole battlefield, killing their own army just trying to kill them, to the High Priestess, this does not matter. That if the Hulks hadn't been there, all of those people may have lived. That they do more damage than they have ever helped. That they are a danger to everybody and everything. That is when we see the ground begin to crack. The lava comes forth. The land is shifting. Amadeus is telling her to stop. That she is going to wake up the Worldbreaker. That she is going to wake up Banner. The High Priestess, she is counting on it. Off in the distance, we see that Bruce Banner, he can feel the trembling. He can feel the rumbling. This is all a ploy to bring in the Green Scar. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. It's definitely not a bad issue. It was nice to see some smashing. We got to see She-Hulk really doing her thing. That is, of course, until she gets dragged off by the High Priestess, who has been planning to trap the strongest of the strongest. She had been planning to get the Green Scar, the Worldbreaker, Bruce Banner. Not sure what device they are using to be able to trap them, but it has to be powerful. This is all building up to the main event, which is going to be Bruce Banner going full Hulk, going full Worldbreaker, and he is going to bring the smackdown on the High Priestess. A short but sweet comic. I really wish that this had expanded more, not necessarily 1,000 years in the future, but where the last one had left off, where the last Planet Hulk had really shown us what can be done with the Hulk. Don't get me wrong, these are fun. This current line is a ton of fun. But I would say it's fun in the visual aspect. When it comes to the story, I feel like it's more mediocre at best. With 2 more issues to go, we're gonna see if they can really land the nailing and make this a series worth picking up. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with Planet Hulk Worldbreaker, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do any of this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.